Hi, I'm Victoria.
And I'm Sophia.
And we're identical twins.
And we have CVID.
Yeah, chronic variable immune deficiency disease. When we were young, when we were just born, we were a month early. So we had a lot of issues. And so I had oxygen when I was born for a few weeks. And we both had feeding tubes.
We were both on the NICU for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And up to that, we were always sick all the time. And I remember one thing from when I was like 2 or 3, my mom would put the pills in applesauce and then we had to eat that. That's the one thing I remember. And then
we were doctors and they didn't say anything was wrong with us.
Yeah.
And then we went to a doctor that we're
Dr.
at now.
Tang, he's the
and
best.
he said that we had CVID and that we needed
We
treatment.
took the tests and the blood tests and that's what it said, and he thought it was that because what CVID is we are low on IgG and IgA. And
so our body fails to produce antibodies.
Yeah,
from
it's
the
like
B cell.
Our immune system is like screwed up. So one part of it doesn't work. So like we have an immune system, but part of it doesn't work.
Like, so it's your immune system is divided into two things: the B cells and the T cells. So we don't have the T side.
So
So I got treatment when I started treatment, the IVIG when I was 4, and I've been doing it for 8 years. And when I was first, I'd like put up a whole fight and stuff, and it wasn't that bad once it happened. So now since I've been doing it for 8 years, I'm a lot better, but it still hurts.
So I've been doing it for a year and a half, almost 2 years now. The doctors said mine wasn't as bad, so she had to start doing it, and I would get booster shots every year and blood work every month, but the blood work wasn't as bad as my shots because I hated getting shots. I don't know why. I would like scream and cry and stuff, but I was like 4. But the blood work wasn't bad at all. The nurses let me switch the tubes. That was fun.
And then since we have low immune systems, we're more prone to infection. So we used to get ear infections all the time, like sinus infections. And then one time I was getting a surgery to get my tubes replaced in my ear, and I was like sick and like coughing and stuff. So they didn't like put like in whatever it's called like to help you breathe when you're in it because they didn't feel like I needed it. So they didn't do it, and then I like all the mucus in my lungs that was making me sick came up to my throat and I couldn't breathe, and I could have died. So.
What I say for people that are just starting and just got diagnosed when you're like a teen, how to tell your friends. It's easy, but sometimes it's hard because you lose a lot of friends. Because I remember when I just started telling my friends, like this year, and when it was my first year in middle school, I told a few kids, and they weren't friends with me because I was the sick girl, both of us, and that was hard because they were really close, and that's just the hardest part, losing the friends. But telling them, I would just keep it short. Just say like, my immune system, I don't have a part of it, so it's like I get sick easier. But teachers tell me, doesn't everybody get sick? They always are like,
oh my God, I hate that.
Stuff like that. So that's the hardest part when they don't understand. That's just the hardest part, but getting over it, it's really easy. Just like you have to stay positive a lot. Just like do stuff that you love a lot.
And one time I told one of my friends that I was sick, and she goes, "Well, why do you have all your hair?"
They think we have cancer. I don't know why.
I don't think they think that we have cancer.
No, this one girl told me I had cancer.
Well, like,
people tell me what disease I have.
Cancer is more like well known, so like no one really knows.
But so that's just the hardest part, losing people. But do a lot of things you love, tons of it. Like,
don't let your disease stop you. From
do stuff you love. Our doctor said
100 times.
when we were just diagnosed, they said that we weren't going to be able to go to school, and we go to school now. So that's good.
Okay, thanks for watching.